T-Ray the Violinist.
Yo, New Orleans, what's poppin'? It's Q93 New Orleans, #1 for hip-hop and R&B. You already know, home of the Breakfast Club. Sheba Songz checking in. It's time for NOLA Next. Time to put our local artists on the map. Yes. Get ready for that new one from Fifth Wall Weavy. We got that Malik 95 spinning. And we also have a featured artist, and I'm pretty sure I really don't need to introduce this guy, but you do know he carries around a violin. I'm talking about T-Ray the Violinist. What's up?
What's up? What's up? Thank you for having me.
Finally, right?
Yeah, all in good time.
It's been a long time coming.
Right.
But you're doing your thing. You're holding it down for the city in a whole different kind of way.
Definitely.
So let me ask you a question. What made you pick the violin out of all the other instruments?
So originally, it was a way to get out of class. I started in elementary school in 4th grade,
Wow.
and it was a way to just get out of class. We had a teacher who would come 2 or 3 times a week, if I remember correctly, and they would pull us out of class, and we would go learn how to play like 30 to 45 minutes. So that's originally how it got started. And then when I transitioned into middle school, kind of lost my interest because transitioning with a different teacher. So eventually, when I got to high school, came back around to it. My best friend in high school, shout out to Sean Ward. He's a violinist, contemporary violinist as well. And his dad, Michael Ward, who was very well known in the city, he brought his new CD to school one day, and he was like, "Man, listen to the CD." So I listened to it, and I was like, I think this is what I want to do. And
really?
He's the one who originally introduced me to my high school orchestra director, Mr. Frazier, who eventually became my mentor as well. And that's what really kickstarted, and sparked my interest to get back into playing music, and the violin in particular.
So the violin got you out of class.
Yeah, it got me out of class.
And now we got you hitting so many different stages and traveling around the world.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing it big. And now let me ask you a question. You are the first musician I have ever interviewed as far as an artist who doesn't rap or sing. You really just play the violin. Do you find that the struggle is similar to other rappers and artists who may feel like the stigma in New Orleans nobody supports, and you need to move away and all that?
No, let me say this. I used to have a small percentage of myself that felt that way.
Really?
But I really think it's all perspective. Like, I'm at a space now where, you can look at things in a negative light, or you can look at things in a positive light. And there are so many people who embrace what I do. Near and far, people who I, run into in the streets and like, yo, you T-Ray the Violinist, man, keep doing your thing, and those small affirmations what keeps me going and continues to fuel me and moving me forward, because I think, like I said, I think it's a matter of perspective and really concentrating on the people who support you and that you feel their genuine support and transparency. So
now, have you ever had a moment like, damn, this is really not gonna work out, this is not gonna happen? Like, do you ever have those type of moments?
I used to. When I first, before I started playing full time 5 years ago, I was a full time teacher.
Wow.
And I was teaching strings. I was an itinerant strings teacher, and I was teaching at 6 different schools 5 days a week on the North Shore in Slidell. And during that first year of full time transition, I had those moments where I was like, man, I don't really know if this is gonna work out. But then also it was a matter of me not having a solid game plan,
Gotcha.
And it's just like with everything. You have to go through actual real life experiences in order to figure out where you're going, and then
because
also
a teacher.
Right, and also having, also figuring out what kind of structure is going to work for your given situation. So.
Well, you definitely got a game plan.
I do now.
Because we just saw you perform for Drew Brees' surprise birthday party.
Yeah.
How was he?
That was cool. It's crazy because the week prior to New Year's Eve, matter of fact, I did this really big wedding reception. And it was like 400 or 500 people at this house in Old Metro. You know how the houses in Old Metro.
We know how that is.
Yeah. And the lady who was the event coordinator for that, she reached out to me. I want to say maybe 3 days later. I was like, hey, I'm working on this surprise birthday party for Drew Brees. Wanted to know if you were available. And the crazy thing is, so I have a manifestation journal, and at the beginning of every month, I write down what I want to manifest for the month.
Oh, I gotta do that.
Yeah, it's powerful. Trust me, it's powerful. And one of the things I wrote down was that, I want to attract clientele that appreciate my value and, are gonna not really from a monetary standpoint, but clients that are gonna increase my value.
Right, connect you to what you really want to be.
Yeah, and then, I wrote this down and 3 hours later I got this email. It was crazy. But yeah, it was a great experience. Drew was real laid back. I got to meet Sean Payton. Chopper was there.
Yeah, I saw it.
Skip was there.
I was like, damn, I should have came in his book section.
Yeah, so it was a really cool experience, and like a lot of people, showed love. And once it was all said and done, it was like, people, I felt like were kind of looking at, some people were looking at me differently, and I was telling my fiance, I was like, man, like, I don't want people to think that this is the end all be all, like I made it because I did this one thing. It's just one thing on the whole path.
Right, it's just one thing getting you to that real destination.
Right.
And I wanted to ask you that too, like what's gonna be that one gig that make you feel like, damn, I really made it? Cause you done did Jazz Fest, Gentilly Fest.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like when I make it to the Grammy, that's my moment.
Yeah. I kind of feel that way. Like once I make it to the Grammys and really in an environment with all of these other artists who have honed their craft and who have like been grinding and they finally like reaping the benefits of all the hard work and the years that they put in. Yeah, I think that'll be that moment. And I also say when I'm doing like a world tour, like a legit world tour. Like
it's coming, you better write that down in that journal.
I'm writing it.
Hope you got enough space.
Yeah, I got enough space.
So from Drew Brees' surprise B-Day party to Gentilly Fest, you went to Washington, Miami, and now you will be hitting the stage at Essence Festival in the Convention Center?
So I'm not doing the convention center this year. Some of the other local artists are. Shout out to all the artists who are going to be performing this year. Yeah, but I do have some things lined up for next week. So this week.
So you're gonna be around?
Yeah, I'm gonna be around. Yeah.
And you're not only doing your thing in the streets, but man, you've been killing the internet with all these viral covers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad that you didn't put me in your Drake Nice or What video, but talk about that later. But not only that, you also had the cover to Glory. You working on your own project too, right?
Yeah. So shout out to Daryl the Hair, who is on the internet at the Hair Vendor for being the brainchild behind the Glory video that we did a couple weeks ago. So,
I like the Nipsey Hussle tribute too.
Yeah, thank you. R.I.P. Nip.
So how you come up with all these ideas and the tributes be, like not the tributes, but just the covers and the visuals be on point?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of, it takes me like two to 3 days to turn around a video, because I do some of the audio pre-recorded, and then I do obviously my solos and things in real time, and then I have to, put everything together. But it's really just kind of thinking about the song and what I want to convey with the song. Even though it is a cover, how can I, make a unique experience for the listener and the viewer.
Because the ones that I listen to, it really sounds like it's yours. Like you put that your own twist on it, so I really like that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so excited to hear about this project of yours that's coming out.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Give it a detail.
All right. So my debut EP is entitled Visionary, and it'll be coming out in fall of 2020. And this project has been a long time coming. From doing the covers, continuing to do covers. Having a band for a couple of years, going through the experience of, being a band leader, growing from that, and, just really finding myself, as a person, as an artist, and what my sound is, even though I play the violin, and this project is, it's only 5 tracks. It's a, very short and sweet EP.
So it's gonna be original music?
Yeah, it's all originals. All original production that I did. I had a string quartet come in to...
Oh, you coming hard.
Yeah, I had a string quartet to come in and record the parts that I arranged, and there's a couple vocal features. Silver Chanel is going to be on the House of Dreams remix, which I released on a prior project in 2015. Alfred Banks, shout out to my brother Alfred.
Shout out to Alfred.
Yeah, he just got off the road with Taking the Bangers, went to Canada, and
living his best life.
Yeah, he living his best life. He's featured on the project, and then Stephen J. Gladney, who's played with, you know, a bunch of legends around town, Christian Scott, and he has an instrumental feature on there as well. So
what you want your fans to get from this project?
What I want my fans to get from this project is that, you know, this is my original sound, and this is my introduction to the world as a recording artist, as opposed to a vendor, a freelancer, or for hire musician. You know, I've been working steadily trying to make that transition, and you know, all things, I'm a believer in all things in due time. Excuse me, and you know, working on this project for 2 years, cutting and molding, and just, you know, going back to the drawing board, taking this away, putting this in. It's been a process. Shout out to my man Rod Smooth as well. He's been kind of the greatest DJ in the world. He's been helping me record and mixing and with the pre and post production, and he's been there every step of the way.
Nice.
And that's my big brother for sure.
Nice. Well, I'm looking forward to this project, bro.
Yeah.
So when can we expect it?
So it'll be fall 2020. People been asking me why so long.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure it's done right. You know, I want to make sure
it.
that all of the visuals are done. We're doing visuals for all 5 songs, and also, you know, making sure that the rollout plan is in place. And I'm going to go on record and say that I've been working on the book as well for the last 2 years.
Okay.
Entitled The Sleepless Dream: How I Made My Dreams Become My Reality. So I'm going to be doing a dual release of this music project, Visionary, and then also the book. And the concept and the goal is to do a joint book music tour.
So what you're telling me is your name is about to be T-RayTheViolinist / author.
Yes.
I'm not mad at you. You gotta get your coins in all type of ways.
Right.
But what you're about to do before you leave out this room is give us a little sample, a little sneak peek of the violin, bro.
Oh man, what you want to hear?
Let me see.
It's gonna be acapella too.
I'm gonna let you pick. No, give me that Drake Nice Boy. I really like that. He said,
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Dust the dust off and keep it moving.
I'm thinking something else.
All right. Give me
Can
what you
I
got.
just improvise?
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus Christ, got me feeling like I'm on the Titanic. T-RayTheViolinist, doing the damn thing, man. Shout out to you. You really putting on for the city in a different way, in a different light. So I really like that. I remember when I first started following you, I just saw your growth. Like, you really everywhere, performing everywhere, and I love the fact that you are diverse.
Yeah,
you can perform for any ethnicity, nationality, all type of races. So what do you want to happen in the last months of 2019 for your career?
Oh man, so I just want to stay consistent. You know, this first 6 months have been really good. I've had my moments where I'm like, okay, I get off, you know, get off focus, and then I get back on. But you know, with this project being finally done, you know, I'm looking forward to putting the rollout plan together, continuing to give quality content, and just continue growing, you know, and inspiring others, because that's really my big mission. You know, I want to inspire others to chase their dreams, whether it's music, whether it's, you know, whatever it is, culinary, whatever. I want to inspire people to do that.
Go after their dreams.
Yeah, we only live once, so we gotta enjoy it.
Because I don't think you come back. I'm not sure. I never know.
Right.
We got T-RayTheViolinist in the building. Drop your IG. Let your fans know how they can stay in contact with you.
So you can find me online at T-RayTheViolinist.com. My Instagram is T_RayTheViolinist. That's T_RayTheViolinist, because violinist is a long word. And on Facebook at T-RayTheViolinist, and then Twitter is T-RayViolinist. So
I hope you wrote that down. You know, that was very long, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for stopping by. Make sure you be on the lookout for his new project, that book, that tour. We got a lot of things popping off. So before you go, you gotta hit the ES.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention.
What's popping?
So, I'm dropping a mixtape this October entitled Unexpected Sounds Volume 3. It's the last of the 3-part trilogy that I've been doing.
Working on?
Yeah.
So you really been working.
Yeah.
So you've been hiding in the studio, basically.
I haven't been hiding in the studio, but it's been good. So.
Well, at least you could give us something before 2020.
Yeah.
Before this project.
Yeah, I can give you something before 2020.
Basically, you're teasing us.
I won't say all that, but
Well, definitely be on the lookout for this project, and we appreciate you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Hit the kid up on Instagram, and also next time bring me a violin. I want to start practicing.
I got you. I got another one. So.
In Jesus' name. I'm Sheba Songz, T-RayTheViolinist. It's NOLA Next on Q93.
T-Ray the Violinist.